Now, we often have multiple samples of observations, and we want to be able to discuss measures of center in these situations as well, but we have to reflect the diversity that are inherent in those different groups. And so the textbook mentions weighted means as a way to accomplish this goal. So if I have multiple samples of observations that differ in size, I can calculate a kind of mean of the means where I add up all of the averages of all of my samples and divide by my total number of samples. This is very useful when I want to describe much larger groups of data. So the process for calculating the weighted mean is in section 3.5 of the textbook. And I encourage you to work with the examples that are available there to help you visualize what the numbers look like. This lecture, instead of illustrating to you the step-by-step process of calculating the weighted mean, is meant to tell you when these types of things are useful. So I've come up with a couple of examples. One example is when I have lots of different sections of a class, and I want to be able to compare the different populations that differ in size. So I might look at three different sections of statistics and their exam scores. Or I might look at production rates at three different factories. Or I might be interested in homicide rates in three different regions. If I want to be able to really reflect the diversity inherent in those different groups, I really need a weighted mean. Otherwise, my average of the overall group is going to be misleading. And so again, I encourage you to go back to section 3.5 of the textbook. This is a very good illustration of the way that you actually work with the numbers to compute these statistics.